Gojo from Jujutsu Kaisen versus Star and Stripes from My Hero Academia is, in my opinion, such an awesome discussion because pretty much whoever wins entirely depends on who understands the limitations of the other's technique first. Because although Star and Stripes, in my opinion, could affect Infinity and then afterwards get to Gojo, because seeing as she can affect things like lasers and even the air by touching them, and you can actually make physical contact with Infinity as shown repeatedly throughout the Jujutsu Kaisen, she could in theory make contact with Infinity and then possibly affect its properties so that she can bypass it. And seeing as My Hero Academia characters tend to scale higher in terms of like regular stats like speed, strength, durability, if she can get through Infinity, she'd win. But we also gotta factor in she can only have up to 2 rules active at any given time. And one thing that I gotta say is I'm leaning towards Star and Stripes winning, mainly because of how cocky Gojo tends to be. And the reason I say this is because we've had him straight up explain the outright capacity of his own ability, Infinity, to someone because he thought they were inferior to him and couldn't get through it. Think back to Season 1 when he basically explained the entire technique of Infinity to Jogo. So, whatever's gonna happen first is, if Gojo can manage to land a domain expansion or a hollow purple on Star and Stripes before she can find out the names of these techniques, or Star and Stripes gets through Infinity by affecting its properties, which the only way she'd be able to do that is by first finding out the name of the technique. So I think whoever wins this is going to have to figure out how to bypass and therefore fully understand the other's power and limitations of said power first. And Bloodlusted, I could see it going either way. If we are talking completely in character, I'm leaning towards Star and Stripes because of Gojo's cockiness. There's a possibility I see him explaining his technique to Star and Stripes, therefore her finding out its name and then being able to affect it.